There's something afoot at the Circle K. Finally, the long-awaited trailer for Bill and Ted Faces the Music graces our eyes. It made 2020 a little bit better. So, let's talk about it. Hello, all my nerd friends and family out there. Welcome to another episode of Nerd News. I'm your host, Chris Javis. And if you were unaware that the legendary, ageless Keanu Reeves was going to film a third movie in the Bill and Ted franchise, well, yeah, that's right. You are in for some kind of big treat. One of Keanu Reeves' most famous, most influential roles, that's right, I said influential, is back, guys. Oh, it's back with a vengeance. And along with his trusty sidekick, Bill S. Preston. But before we get into today's most excellent episode, sorry guys, there's gonna be a lot of Keanu Reeves impressions, so buckle up. But like I said, before we get started, if this is your first time visiting my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so that you can be notified of all the cool episodes. They're not bogus, no. So like I said, Bill and Ted Face the Music is the third film in this franchise, and I don't know if you've seen the first two Bill and Ted movies, but if you rewatch them, they are really, like, you learn a ton about history. They are very informative, and I completely forgot that aspect. The first film came out in 1989, and the second film came out in 1991. But when I saw that this trailer dropped, I was just like, you know what? Yeah. 2020 has been crazy. This is great. This is a nice little, like, something fun, something positive we can just smile at. And now it's a short trailer, it's a teaser trailer, if you will, but I just wanted to talk about what we saw in the trailer and what I hope to see in this film, because my gosh, I'm stoked. So this is where we begin our most excellent journey. Yeah. So what is the plot of this film before we dive into the trailer? Well, let me tell you. They were once told that they would save the universe by playing a rock show, and they would save the universe with a hit song. But now, Bill and Ted are two middle-aged dads trying to write said song. That's right. Yeah, their song is going to save the world, and you know what? I believe them, dang it. So this trailer opens up with the future people talking to Bill and Ted, saying that you did indeed play said rock show with the song of all songs. And you kind of cut to the first time you see Bill and Ted standing there in the hall of all these future people, and man, it's so cool to see both of those characters back again. Don't you think that's kind of interesting though? Is Keanu looks a little older, which is weird because seriously, he never ages. In every movie, in every like TMZ post, he looks the same. I'm gonna chalk it up to the fact that it's makeup. Yeah, Keanu doesn't age, it's just makeup, move on. So as the trailer goes on, Bill and Ted decide, you know what, we're gonna go back in time and steal the song from ourselves. You see the phone booth, the infamous phone booth, and the crazy thing about it is the graphics are 10 times better than they were in 89 and 91. So it's gonna be crazy to see like all these characters and all these really interesting time travel with Bill and Ted, and it looks crisp and clear. It's gonna be weird. And of course you expect to see familiar faces from the other franchises like Death. You see Death a few seconds doing the air guitar, you know, like I did earlier. And Death honestly was one of my favorite characters from the second movie, just because it's Death, right? And he is so impatient with them, and he's just like, all right, whatever you want. So it's really cool to revisit these characters that we grew to love. And towards the end of the trailer, actually the end of the trailer, you see Bill and Ted go to jail essentially to visit their future self. I don't know if that's their true future self, but they're in prison and they're both jacked. So the trailer is very, very short. It just gives you the little glimpse of them being reintroduced to us, that their song's gonna save the future. They need to go back in time to steal the song to save the future. You know what I mean? It's this really cool time travel film with Bill and Ted that I keep saying it, we needed this movie. This is a perfect time, guys. And Bill and Ted is one of these movies that just never really get old. It's just a really fun movie, and like I said, you can learn a lot from this movie just based off of like Napoleon from the second one. It's interesting to me that Keanu Reeves, he did Bill and Ted 3, and then literally right afterwards he did The Matrix 4. So he goes from this like, to this like, Trinity, And it's, you know, from one extreme to another. But there is one question that I want to know. So in the first two movies, they have all these historians and all these people from history that we all have read and we know, famous historians, right? Because in the other movies we had Genghis Khan, Billy the Kid, who else? We have Socrates, Napoleon. I mean, we had some really, really famous people from the past, so it's gonna be curious to see who they're gonna pull up now. And I hope it's not one of those things where they bring in like random celebrities, like all of a sudden it's like Elon Musk. That'd be weird. But it's just crazy going back, watching the older movies to seeing how young they are. I really do hope they use like the Marvel de-aging, where you see the younger them talk to the older self, and there's just some witty dialogue of, "You got old. What? You got old. What?" You know, there's some really witty dialogue between the two of how old they got, as opposed to, "Wow, I used to look this way. What happened?" But Bill and Ted Face the Music, of course, I'm going to watch it. I hope that the theaters are open so we can see it, because I have to see this film on the big screen, man. I gotta have the phone booth on the big screen. I can't do it on my TV or my phone. I can't. But guys, let me know what you think of Bill and Ted. Are you just as excited as I am? Because I hope so. Let me know in the comments below on who you want them to come across in the movie, like Amelia Earhart, maybe The Flash. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on this short episode. It was just something fun I wanted to just throw up there for you to enjoy. And until next time, guys, I hope they could do a crossover at some point where it's like Bill and Ted means Wade and Garth. Picture that. Picture that.
Excellent!